My name is Alexandra Heekin, and this is my presentation on the Benihana simulation for Management 501. The first challenge was to determine whether or not batching dining room customers was beneficial. Batching means that the parties must reach a number of 8 before they are seated. According to the simulation, it is more beneficial to use batching than to not, as the profit was $83.64, whereas to not batch resulted in a profit of negative $282.29. By using batching, Benihana restaurants are able to eliminate the bottleneck that occurs in the waiting area/bar. By doing so, they are able to seat more customers in their restaurant, which you can see in the graphs to the right. They lose fewer customers and more diners are served. The second challenge was to consider the ratio of bar seats to tables at a Benihana restaurant. The bar allows a place for guests to grab a drink before their table is ready. Based on the simulation, I determined that 79 bar seats and 11 tables was the ideal mix, as it resulted in an average nightly profit of $196.32, whereas less profitable options such as 15 bar seats and 19 tables resulted in a nightly profit of negative $79.97. Capacity aims to measure the maximum amount of goods that can be produced or clients that can be serviced in a given amount of time. When Benihana has more bar seats, they are able to serve more clients while they wait for their table. When there are fewer bar seats, the clients will become impatient and likely leave the restaurant before their meal is served. The third challenge asks if changing the dining time per customer would be beneficial. From the simulation, it was determined that an average of 46 minutes between the opening and 7 p.m., an average of 46 minutes between 7 p.m. and 8 p.m., and an average of 74 minutes between 8 and 10:30 p.m. would be the most profitable, with an average of $142.94 per night. By reducing dining time from an average of 60 minutes to 46 minutes for the first 2 shifts, Benihana is able to reduce the process cycle time. This allows a shorter dining time per customer, which allows for a higher turnover rate, which ultimately results in a higher profit. For the last shift, 8 to 10:30 p.m., it's allowed to be a higher amount of time because there are no diners following. This challenge asked us to consider the best combination of increasing advertising budget and enlisting an advertising campaign which would coincide with special restaurant opening times. I determined that 1.6 times normal budget for advertising, coupled with advertising campaign for happy hour and an opening at 5 p.m. as opposed to 7 p.m. would be the most profitable. In class, we discussed the importance of a short-term capacity management and long-term capacity management plan for a business's resources. In this case, it is the hours that the bar and restaurant of Benihana are open. As you can see from the graph, if the restaurant opens at 5 p.m. for the happy hour promotion, there's a steady growth of customers coming to the bar until 10:30 p.m. Ideally, the customers in the dining room would grow as well, but those have hovered around the prime hours of 7 to 8 p.m. The final challenge considers the option of using different batching methods at different times. From running the simulation, I determined that it's best to batch in tables of 8 from open to 7 p.m. shift, batch in tables of 8 from the 7 to 8 p.m. shift, and then do not batch going after that. It's similar to what we said before regarding capacity. It's most important to stay on time and on target for the beginning shifts, but there's more flexibility toward the end of the day. By only using the batch system during the busiest hours, the restaurant is able to alleviate the bottleneck when it's most necessary. When there are fewer customers between 8 and 10:30 p.m., the batch system is no longer necessary and will prevent speedy service. Challenge 6 is a combination of all the best results from the previous challenges. The average nightly profit is $458.51, which is a bit short of the goal. However, maximum profit on run 20 reached $724.22. The high maximum profit reached in Challenge 6 realizes the importance of the management of the Benihana restaurant. By removing the bottleneck from the front of the house, by increasing the flow rate by using batching, and by increasing the capacity through various options, we are able to seat more customers and in turn increase our profit. It's incredibly important to honor and focus on our operational management to make the best of this restaurant.